Hi, I'm Ling, one of the lecturers here at IELTS LangGo. Welcome to today's IELTS LangGo lesson video. We will learn how to distinguish between pairs of words that are very confusing. Knowing this difference will help you use these terms correctly in your speaking and writing, and hopefully get you a higher mark. Believe, trust. Hey, I left my wallet at home. Could you lend me some money? I promise I'll return it tomorrow. Of course, I trust you. The previous example shows one way to use believe and trust. Trust has a stronger meaning than believe. Believe is often used with specific actions or words. This belief is formed based on a reason, a certain judgment, or based on your or someone else's views and assessments, not based on a long-term close relationship between people. For example, I believe it will rain tomorrow. Whereas, trust is used when you have absolute trust in someone or something. Often, when you trust someone, you are relying on a close, long-term relationship with the subject in question. And you will believe it in all words and actions of that person. It also means that you think the person is trustworthy and reliable. For example, I've known him for many years and I trust him with my life. Alone and lonely. Alone as an adjective. It never comes before the noun. For example, do you live alone? I prefer to live alone because it is more suited to my personality. Lonely means that no other person is with you and that you are sad and unhappy as a result. We may choose to be alone, but generally, we do not choose to be lonely. For example, she says she feels very lonely and depressed living in that big empty house. Remember that lonely is an adjective, not an adverb, so you can't say, I prefer traveling lonely. Sensible and sensitive. Oh my God, I'm too fat now. 50 kilograms. I'm gaining weight. I can't believe. Oh, come on. Let's be sensible about this. 50 kilograms is not that fat. You're too sensitive about your weight. According to the above example, can you guess the meaning of each word? Sensible means being able to use reason, logic, and experience to make decisions and judgments. For example, she was a sensible girl and did not panic. Sensitive means to feel things easily, quickly, and deeply, to react emotionally or quickly to things and people. For example, you have to be careful what you say to her. She is very sensitive. Imaginary and imaginative. These terms both stem from the root word imagine, which is a verb that means to envision things that may not be the case. First, something is imaginary when it is not real, like an imaginary friend or an imaginary kingdom. As a result, to be imaginary is to be a product of the imagination. Here are a few examples. He told his kids a story about an imaginary land. The unicorn is an imaginary beast. Meanwhile, the word imaginative is another adjective. When something is imaginative, it is creative or fanciful, like a science fiction film or the stories told by children. Thus, I have included a few example sentences here. She is very hardworking but not very imaginative. The house was always decorated with imaginative flower arrangements. Effective, efficient. With effective, the speaker puts more attention on the actual ability to produce a desired result. But the word efficient puts more attention on the lack of waste in producing that result. To make it easier to understand, I will take an example. There is a room full of dust and Jess's task is to clean it. So she cleaned the room floor with a mop. Her method of cleaning the room was effective. But it could be more efficient if she used a vacuum cleaner. Both methods will get her to the goal of cleaning the room, but using a vacuum cleaner takes less time and energy. And that's the difference between effective and efficient. Historical and historic. These are two adjectives that are both related to the noun history. So many people use them and remember them wrongly. Here I will clarify the meaning of these words. Historic means important or likely to be important in history. We use it when we speak about people, places, or events that existed or happened in the past, and the subjects play an important role in history. For example, Võ Nguyên Giáp became famous all over the world after the historic battle of Điện Biên Phủ. Historical simply describes something that belongs to an earlier period of history. For example, we used a historical map to learn about the history of our town. So those were 6 pairs of words that easily get confused by students. I hope you guys can distinguish between them now and use them correctly in your IELTS exam. If you want to sign up for the IELTS courses here at LangGo, then please click on the link below. Our IELTS courses are designed to cater to your individual needs and to provide personalized learning pathways. Remember to like and subscribe, and please don't forget to hit on that bell button to get notifications of our latest video uploads. I'm Ling from LangGo Learning System, and hopefully I'll see you soon for the next video. Goodbye, see you soon!